you going, people? Alright, crazy cop story. I can't remember all the details, but I'll try to get most of it right. I'm sure you can research it. I'm sure there's something out there. So I was talking to a buddy of mine. He's from Texas, and I'm from Dallas. So we were talking about being kids and walking on railroad tracks and shit. And I was like, yeah. I said, shit. I remember one time me and my buddy were walking on railroad tracks, and this train comes by slow. And so me and my buddy, I don't know, we were 15, something, out goofing off, and this train slows down enough for us to jump on it. So we're like, hey man, I don't know if we watched Butch Cassidy's son, some bullshit. But anyway, we end up jumping on this train, we run, we jump on it, we're hanging on a rail. Woohoo! Look at us, we're outlaws, we're riding a train. So it's all cool. Well, while we're on there celebrating, the train kind of picks up. And it starts going faster, and all of a sudden the tracks are flying by. We look at each other, we're like, dude, it's too fast. I'm like, you jump. And he goes, no, you jump. I go, dude, it's too fast. He goes, I know. So we're both stuck on this freaking train for like a half hour. we're freaking shaking, our knees are knocking, we can't move, the train's going fast. We're either gonna fall off and get killed, jump off and get killed, or we're hanging on. So we chose to hang on. That was our plan. So we hung on this train. It finally slowed down for some railroad track or turn, like in another city, I don't know, 40, 50 miles away. And we had to go bum a quarter. I can't remember, we went and found a couple bottles and turned them in for a nickel. That was back before cell phones, so we had a payphone. So we went and found a couple bottles along the highway, got a couple nickels, called his brother. Dude, I don't even remember where the hell we were at. We're like, man, we're in this town. Can you come get us? He goes, what the hell are you two knuckleheads going on? Because his brother knew we were both partners in crime. And man, he was pissed off. He goes down there, picks us up in the truck, get your ass in, and made us ride in the back of the truck. That was before the liberals made it illegal and dangerous. So we had to ride on the back of the truck and we went on the highway all the way back, bouncing around our ass for punishment, because he had to come get us. He's like, what are you stupid knuckleheads jumping on a freaking train for? Now I gotta come over here and pick. I mean, he was only 19 or 20 to come get us, but still, he was the old guy. So he chewed us out, but we were talking about this, and it reminded me of Travis. When we were talking about, for some reason it picked in, when I was at Travis, there was a guy who killed his wife. So he kills his wife, and I forgot if he strangled her or stabbed her. I think he got in a fight and he strangled her. So he was going to kill her, then he was going to kill himself. So he kills her, and he rolls her up in one of the blankets like on the TV, and he's got her. And out of Travis, they have a back area to where, if you don't want to live in base housing and you own a trailer, you get transferred there, you can put a mobile home or a trailer back here, and they got lights and hookups, and it's kind of a trailer park area, but there's a bunch of trailers, but they're military people lives there. So he's back there in his trailer, so he rolls his wife up in a blanket and slides her against the side of the trailer for like a week. So evidently in this week time, he's trying to figure out to kill himself. So finally, he gets the nerve, and he pulls out. This is the only suicide I know that shot himself in the head twice. I think I did a joke on one of these before where a guy shot himself, or they claimed he committed suicide and shot himself in the head twice. I'm like, how are you going to claim somebody committed suicide and they shot themselves twice? Well, this guy did. But when I finish the story, you'll understand why he was able to do that. Normally, if you shoot yourself in the head, you're not going to be able to shoot yourself again. But so this guy, in his grand wisdom, see, he had a plan. I'll strangle my wife, I'll roll her up in a corner, and then I'll take this BB gun, shoot myself in the head, and I'll kill myself. So he grabs this BB gun, and he shoots himself in the head with a BB gun. The BB kind of bounces off his skull, it goes around, and then kind of lodges over here on the other side. And he bleeds and he has a headache. So he's kind of like, damn, that didn't work. And he didn't have a gun. And this is back before, in California, you got all these damn wait. This is probably the test case for the 10-day wait period. Because then this guy would have had her sitting there rotting for 10 days instead of just one guy gun. So anyway, he goes off base, he goes to a gun store and he buys a gun. I think it was the 9mm. So he buys this gun, goes back to the house. Instead of shooting here, he puts it here, blows his face off, and kills himself. And as a matter of fact, I was just talking to a buddy of mine that still works for Travis. They still have, this is how government bureaucracy works. That freaking incident happened back in 80, maybe 86, 87, 88 area. The government still has, this guy has been convicted, went to trial. I don't know if he got the death penalty or he's got out by now or whatever, But I mean, everything is done, and the government still can't get rid of this freaking trailer. They still have it in evidence because they can't get rid of it in case it comes up in appeal. I'm like, you shouldn't. They're probably paying $1,800 to store this piece of shit, and people don't realize that how long government keeps evidence and shit. And it's like, look, you know what? At some point, you need to say, look, we've presented it to a court. We've got digital now. We've got photographs. You know what? We shouldn't have to keep evidence for freaking 25, 30 years in case this guy gets an appeal or comes back. But no, that's government. We got to, because now we can hire, government is all about government growth. If we have to keep this, then we can hire more people to hire and pay all the storage fees for all our evidence. Then we can hire somebody to make sure the evidence is being done right. Then we can hire a supervisor to ensure that all the people are security evidence. And then we can hire another agency that's responsible for inspecting all the places we secure evidence to make sure that it's being stored right and everybody's doing what they're supposed to do. Because that's how government is. Redundancy to the max, and growth, and we got to get more people, and the more people we get, more supervisors we get, the more managers we get, the more money we get, and then the more we can ask next year saying we need more money. Why? Because. So, anyway, this is not that the story was, this guy's the only guy that tried to kill himself twice. And again, that's right, the guy's dead. And they still have the freaking thing. And I don't know if this is, they're keeping it for some lawsuit or some shit. I was saying, I'm pretty sure the guy died. I don't know why they would keep the thing for free and they still have it. Maybe they're holding it for a civil suit. Maybe there's some civil suit they got to keep it for something. I don't know. But the only suicide I ever known where a guy shot himself twice in the head was this dude. Now when the government finds somebody that's a freaking enemy of the state and has just blew the whistle on him for doing something stupid, and then they come out and go, he committed suicide and shot himself twice, I don't buy that shit. Unless he used a BB gun and then he went and got a new gun, I don't buy it. So that was the crazy, not to mention his wife was extremely ripe in that trailer park. I don't know how the hell nobody smelled that shit all week in the trailer area, but anyway, that's a crazy cop story.